buddy.
He's giving up.
Wait a minute.
You think so?
He's giving up.
Yeah, bro.
Getting ready for Biolift, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited to
he's
see how
getting-
this
he's getting tuned up.
Corin will end up playing.
No.
Corin is actually like very, very slow in this game. It's like it's almost like a character is like stuck from Smash 4. But Backer obviously like
Violet hour.
super good tool with Corin. Like if you space this move, like he has pretty decent range and you get that little pushback. So even if you don't reach, it's like a very hard move to punish for many characters. So I expect that we'll see this move quite a lot.
What can I even say about this character?
You don't really get to see a lot of corns out here.
Is it Corin actually have like Corin actually like before we get like too deep into this, Corin actually does have like a lot of good moves. Nair is amazing, upper is amazing, down tilt is alright, backer is really good. Like it's a lot of moves that are like legit really good. But for people that have never seen Corin in this game or not really played as the character, the main things that traditionally holds Corin back, according to people, are very slow. As I said, feels like the character is kind of like stuck in Smash 4. So that obviously hurts, you know, being quick. Always a great tool to have. And then the recovery is also kind of iffy. You do have some invincibility on the up B though, so it's not as bad as people say. But with Ultimate's absurd recoveries, having a not broken one is actually like quite a bit of a drawback.
I think this is undoubtedly one of the worst like characters in the game.
Worst?
One of
You
the
see a
worst.
lot of
I
backers.
don't
Yeah,
believe it
that's
because
kind of what I
it's still a sword,
expected.
but yeah, Corrin does not
This
have
is
the
like
same,
very hard
like,
move to punish.
same like privileges as other sword
Oh.
characters. But yeah, Corrin does not have the same.
That's good by
like,
Cosmos. He had gotten like a little bit of damage on Luma, then dash attack, multi-hit move, and he's take care of Luma. Like he gets grabbed for it, but sometimes it can be worth it, even if you get punished for it, to just get Luma out of the way. So if you do play against Rosa, very important to know which moves your character have that like instantly just like knocks Luma away. I know when Zero played against the boss in Smash 4, he was doing a lot of like monkey flips, like, and then like that little kick was like instantly is killing Luma. So that's very important against Rosa. Know which moves that just
same like
kills
privileges as
Luma.
other sword characters, for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, I don't think she's
Definitely
good.
the worst sword character, for sure. Think about it.
Ganondorf has a sword.
All right, buddy. All right, and you know what?
That's still-
Think about it.
Ganondorf has a sword.
All right, buddy.
Yeah. Corin's advantage state obviously good as well. Up tilt, pretty good range. Up air, amazing. Nair, like it's gonna be like one of the keys for Cosmos in this set. When he has the boss above him, he needs to take advantage
Well, maybe
out of
he's about to
it.
pick up a win on the
A little bit
bus.
greedy with the aerials right now.
Perhaps.
Never know.
Big chase. All right, we're getting nothing.
All right, man, we'll see what happens.
Nothing
Yep,
there.
can't grab the backer.
Big chase. All right, we're getting
Just as we talked about, this is used a lot. Look at this, like this doesn't even look like the move is spaced whatsoever. But that pushback is like
We'll see
No.
what happens.
even a fully like point blank backer is out of range.
nothing there.
So that was like a good example of
Check
like
that-
how
check that
good
Sword Fighter and
that
Sword, what
backer
y'all
can
think?
be.
Well, all right. I mean, if that counts.
Me Sword Fighter got gimmicks.
And
bro.
me Sword Fighter is actually just me Gunner. Like that's what I believe. That you're all there for the actual projectiles. No one cares about the sword. Like
Ooh,
that-
let's
you're
go.
all there for the
This move is like a lot worse in Ultimate, in terms of like you can't spam pin in this game nearly as much. Like in Smash 4, you could often see like Twitch chat like count pin like 1, 2, 3, 4, and often it made it up to like 25-ish in like 2 stocks. But it's still really strong when you get
For the
like,
actual projectiles. No
the
one cares.
tip. So yeah, Cosmos, great awareness, jumping over Luma, and then boom.
sword. Like
Oh my God. Oh,
Like, look at that. He
there for the
hit
for the actual
not even
projectiles. No one cares about the
84%,
sword.
and he's like not even
big
close
stack.
to
Yeah,
surviving.
stabbed up.
Of course, it's some
Honestly,
rage
this
on
is
Cosmos'
such a
end,
surprise
but
because,
still,
like, the
that
last
shows
game
the
was so
strength of the
close.
move.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This is such a
important
surprise because,
to
like,
be
the last
careful
game
with
was
his down air. When you play against like a lot of people, they play ultimate, and they play characters that have a down air that like automatically, fast falls. A lot of people that play these characters, they spam these down airs. So if you are a player that play like, let's say Corrin, for example, when you're above someone, please don't spam this move. I'm not saying Cosmos is spamming it, but I'm saying that it's very common for players that are not that good to spam these moves when they're in disadvantage. And decent players, they will take advantage of it. So it's a move you use once in a while, but it's not something you use every time you're above. Because as we can see here, if your opponent reads
so
you,
close.
boom,
I
you're
didn't
dead.
really see any need to switch, but I mean, hey,
Dead or get heavily punished with
working on
like a
something we don't
combo
know
or
about. Hey,
something.
he's not doing a bad job at all.
The pin is super good though, because you can get above Luma. You know what I mean? You saw it right there.
A bad job at all.
The pin is super good though. 'cause
Yeah,
you
it
can
seems
get
like the
above-
bus is trying to
Something we
like
don't know about. Hey, he's not doing a
interrupt
bad job
Cosmos a
at
lot as well.
all.
The pin is super-
Like here, like Cosmos is jumping up in the air, and the bus is like just trying to do a super early aerial to beat him out. So for Cosmos in those type of scenarios, either you want to throw out your aerial even earlier, if possible, to beat up like the startup of the bus's move, or sometimes you can like kind of make it look like you're gonna attack, but you don't, and then try to like punish / take position as your opponent whiffs their move instead.
super good though, because you can get above Luma. You know what I mean? You saw it right there. Kind of attack that 45-degree angle downward. Pretty good.
Yeah. This set review
Not
will
the
be
same
on
impact
YouTube.
it had in the previous
It'll be on
title.
YouTube.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, hold on.
Had in the previous title.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, hold on.
The bus still
Same
kind of
impact
like
it had in the previous
tries to
title.
punish
Yeah,
the
not at
backer.
all.
So far, not really successful. Besides his like interruptions, like there he tried to like whiff punish it, but didn't really work. But then Cosmos tried to whiff punish, and that also didn't work. Whiff punish in this game is like, it's honestly too bad if you guys ask me. It's way too hard and unreliable in most scenarios to whiff punish.
Yeah, hold on.
Like we can't count the pins, right? Because
Yeah. Yeah, hold on.
like you
Oh.
can't count the pins, right? Because
Yeah, these type of scenarios, like right here, it all comes down to predicting if your opponent is gonna do an aerial or not. Corrin also don't really have like any like crazy multi-hit moves, but if your opponent have like multi-hit moves, it also comes down to like predicting that. Because if you think they will do a multi-hit move, of course going for parry is like, not as good. But here, yeah, timing on the aerial. Will they go for an aerial at all? Will they go for like, tomahawk grab, like fall down and then grab? So yeah, it's like knowing which answer is the correct one. Like if they do a very early aerial, then you shouldn't leave shield. You should try to parry. If they do a super late aerial, then sometimes you can jump and throw out an aerial before, their delayed aerial hits. You can parry that as well. But then depending on the aerial, maybe you don't get like a punish or a good punish. If you can get a parry but not a punish, don't parry. Some people overuse parry, so it's like even if they get the parry, they get no reward. And in most of these type of scenarios, it's like, why? You're just putting yourself at risk for nothing.
like we can't count the pins, right? Because
Yeah,
like
pin or not
10,
though, like Corrin still has that like pretty godlike neutral air. Like she's
Yes.
allowed to land for free. If she lands low enough in your shield, I feel like that's unpunishable neutral air. But the fact that pin is gone, it's like, yeah, definitely taking a lot of her pressure away. As far as like, oh, I can pin and
Yeah,
get out
still
for free. Like,
so many
the
back
lag
airs.
or the lag on pin is so long now. It's like, no, I'm gonna punish that for sure. That was
Yep.
definitely fast
Upper,
character. which
amazing
Luma,
range.
Rosalina Luma is, yeah.
A little bit slow
Back air
there.
front spot.
I like the roll away.
What the? All right.
Looked a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a true combo. That's the thing. Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Can't
this
make it
is-
out there.
Alright,
We're
you
going
gotta
real-
go.
Yeah,
Like a
we've
true
seen
combo, that's the
Cosmos
thing.
going for like a lot of like different type of
Looked a little weird,
uppies.
Yeah,
Like,
I like the roll away.
we've seen him go for quite a lot of different upbeats and like air dodges. Yeah, Corrin is not really like always upbeat to the ledge type of character. So yeah,
What?
we will see these type of
alright.
mix-ups of like
Looked a little
sometimes
weird,
going
yeah.
for ledge,
That's like a
sometimes
true
going
combo,
above
that's the thing.
ledge.
Okay.
It's like, yeah,
Dear,
it's a big
out.
weakness,
Alright, you got
and
it.
there we
That's
saw
like
an
a true
early
combo, that's the
upbeat.
thing. Okay,
Early
hold on,
upbeat
this
from,
is
from Cosmos. These type of upbeats, if you think they're gonna happen, what you want to do is kind of like to go out here, make it look like you're gonna attack, and then you can kind of like jump back on the stage and do a smash attack. It's a good way to beat these like panic uppies. It's harder to punish panic uppies in this game because in many scenarios, like let's say Cosmos was like closer to here and you bait a panic uppie, well then he still grabs the ledge because the game gives you out a sweet spot, which is one of the reasons I personally don't like it, because baiting panic uppies sometimes give you no reward. But if your opponent is this far out, if you like, yeah, position yourself around here, make it look like you're gonna attack, like maybe even fast fall towards them and then like jump back and then they up B and then it's like just hit them.
Make it back.
Out there.
All right,
We're
you
going
gotta
really
go high.
low.
Yep.
That's a lot of damage.
Rise is still kicked in right there. I mean, like, I think the good thing that Corrin got out of that is she can jump out of her pin now. And so that's good. I mean, like, I think the good thing that Corrin got out of that is she can jump out
Yeah,
of
the
her
boss
pin
that
now.
time not trying
So
to
that's-
punish
I
like
mean,
the
like,
back air
the good thing
directly,
that
but
Corrin
trying
got
to
out of
act
that
out
is
of
she can
shield
jump out
like
of her
shortly
pin now.
after and just gets
And so
pinned
that's
for
good.
it.
No, I don't
And
think
it's still
the pin is gonna
strong.
jump away.
Like
Yep.
even that pin was
Oh,
like
oh,
106.
dear.
Ooh, that
No, I don't hit
sucks.
the pin. I'm just gonna jump away.
That sucks for Cosmos.
Whoa.
Oh, dear.
Oh, you are out there, sir. What are you doing?
Completely vulnerable.
Perhaps a bit too low.
Yeah.
And now we got to figure out how to get this stock off and work on the next one. Pin is an answer, but I think that's...
Yeah, a lot of
Now we
early
gotta figure
aerials
out how
from
to
the
get this
bus.
stock off and work on the next one. Pin is an answer, but I think that's why DeBuzz is doing this back air to kind of block off that space. Oh.
Nobody
Oh,
knows.
what? Okay.
Ooh.
Just get-
Okay, I like the fact that Cosmos is mixing up his recovery, but it seems to be a few iffy uppies, if you ask me. Maybe it's because it's the first match he's playing Corrin in this set, and I imagine in the whole tournament.
yeah,
But it looks
yeah.
like the boss can take a much bigger advantage of these panic uppies.
Yeah, I don't know if Cosmos really has an answer for this Luma, and the Luma is the big problem, and it's interesting because, like, yeah, the Luma's a constant presence,
Yeah.
but this, more than most other matchups, I see Rosalina being played, like, piloted by DeBuzz. Luma seems to be a bigger presence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being played,
The boss is
piloted
really
by
good to, like, when he doesn't have Luma, he's very good at, like, making it so hard to hit him. He's, like, he's not overextending.
DeBuzz. Luma seems to be a bigger presence here than in others.
Because like when Luma is gone, it's almost like the opponent has this like pressure on like, oh, I need to make the most out of it. So a lot of people get more predictable with like quickly going in because they want to take advantage of the whole situation. So it's very important to like not be too obvious when you go in. Like you need to make the Rosa guess when you're gonna go in. And it's something like a lot of people do wrong in like a lot of matchups. Not even like in this type of matchup where it's like Luma is gone or you play against ice climbers and you know you have the climbers separated. Just in general, a lot of people they make it too obvious when they want to go in. Like sometimes it's like, oh, my favorite player plays aggressive all the time, and then like a lot of people that are not that good at the game actually believe that their favorite player goes in 100% of the time, and they're like, well, then I also should go in 100% of the time. It's like, whoever your favorite player is, they don't do 100% aggressive options all the time. It's like some weird thing that has been like, how do you say, pushed, but even the most aggressive players is like doing more defensive stuff than people mention, and the most defensive players do more aggressive stuff than people mention. Of course, it's like still like, you know, like a line. Like some people are more on the aggressive side and some people are more on the defensive side of like, you know, this line or whatever. It's just that people that tend to be like on one side, it's like over exaggerated how much they are on that side. So very important to like mix up defense and offense.
No.
Yeah.
But of
Okay,
course,
so
like
the,
some games are more
the,
defensive
pin right
than
here,
others.
Does not get any follow-ups off of that. 151. I like that up here. I give it
Yeah,
up. I
good
give it
upper.
Yeah. So
Cosmo's
56%.
very clearly a very good Corrin.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
He still got it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's just, it's more so the character than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we see it again.
sure,
The
it's
dash
just-
attack to get rid
It's
of
more so
Luma.
the character than him.
Yeah.
That's kind of the difference.
Yeah, and that really
more so the
shows like
character.
this really shows the issue with Corrin's lack of speed.
Him.
Yeah.
Like here, Cosmos gets an upper, right? So he successfully sharks the bus here. And what happens afterwards? He pretty much instantly starts running. He probably could have drifted in the air a little bit, to be fair, to the right. It would have been like... Actually, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a
It's
little
more
bit.
so the character.
So basically, when he gets
Yeah.
this upper, the best would be to drift right away, preemptively. The reason I say that is because if the bus drifts left, you still have like stage control, potential ledge trap, potential charking, right? But if you don't drift to the right and the bus does, well, then you create a harder situation to keep advantage, right? So in this type of scenario, when you do get this upper as Cosmos, preemptively drift right to give yourself a higher chance to cover if they drift to the right. And if they go left, as we said, then you already have a positional advantage by a lot. So preemptively drift towards the center stage. So if this was on the other side of the stage, then preemptively drift left to keep stage control. So, I mean, Cosmos could have done that a bit better, but he starts running like right away, and you see like how the bus just like keeps getting further away from him. It's like, oh, you can't shark me. So this is like a huge issue with the lack of speed, that many times when you have the advantage as a slow character, it like drifts away from you. Like a faster character would clearly be able to put more pressure on the bus. So, yeah, that's a huge issue for the character.
But what if you won this whole step corner? That'd actually be wild.
Him.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
good. That's good.
That's kind of the difference.
Yeah, I mean, but what if you won this whole
Yeah,
step
that's a pretty common option
Yeah,
people do as well.
That's kind of the difference.
Is when you hit them on a platform, or if they're just chilling in general, is to just like jump away. So it's good to do like high rising up aerials
whole step
to catch these type of jumps.
Yeah, I mean, but what if you won this whole step corner? That'd actually be wild.
Yeah.
I mean, he's brought it back. Only 60% between our competitors right now. Finally taking a little extra damage.
All right. Luma making her return.
The Luma's fighting for him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a good, because he's using like,
Cosmos, yeah, he's doing a decent job of like getting above Luma and just straight up attacking
fighting for him.
Rosa. Like here, you just go above Luma.
yeah,
But I mean, this mainly works if he reads the fact that the bus commits to a move. If the bus isn't throwing out a move, this jump isn't like necessarily good by any means. But if he does have the read that, oh, the bus is gonna throw out a move here, so I have time to punish, then it works. Then it works.
I mean, he's doing a good, because he's using like, I feel like he's like doing the, what's it called?
The advanced
attack,
technique joint?
yeah,
Yeah.
the attack cancel.
Yeah.
To like kind of get those desyncs out there too.
oh,
Okay.
I like
Look
the
at the
attempt on the
spacing,
counter,
though,
but the
yes.
spacing is so good by DeBuzz. 101 now on Cosmos. Not
Yeah,
a huge deficit though.
Cosmos is doing like he's
Good
doing
by
a
DeBuzz. 101 now on Cosmos. Not
a good
huge
job
deficit,
using
though.
the
spacing
downer.
is so good by DeBuzz. 101 now on Cosmos. Not a huge deficit.
Yep.
though.
Then the dash attack
6%.
gets rid of
Cosmos
Luma.
can
Now's
still
the
steal
time.
this away.
Now's the time.
Like that neutral
But as
air.
we said, can't be too obvious.
Yes,
Bro,
yes.
this would be crazy if he comes up with the dub.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Doesn't find the mark
I
yet.
This
knew
would be
it.
crazy if he comes up
This
with the
is a
dub.
good option if your opponent hangs on the ledge for a long time. It's just to like get the tipper pin.
Yeah.
And it's like
Doesn't find the
he
mark
he
yet.
would have
Yes.
died like 40% earlier from
Yeah.
this.
There.
So yeah,
Doesn't find the mark
keep
yet.
hanging on the ledge
crazy
against
if he comes
Corrin
up
is
with
really
the dub.
dangerous.
Yeah.
That was good timing on the pin too, because the boss's
This would be crazy if
invincibility,
he comes up with the dub.
like there, it's out, and then yeah. yeah, like here you see invincibility, here you see invincibility. Now here it's gone.
Yep.
So pretty good timing. It's hard to like time when invincibility runs out because that's also sadly kind of silly designed. I think it depends on like how much percentage you have and how long you have been in the air. And the longer you have been in the air, the longer invincibility you get when you grab the ledge, which is really silly because it encourages people to stay off stage, like camp off stage longer. I feel like it would make more sense if you like, if anything, got more invincibility quickly getting back to the stage. But no, instead, Samus camping off stage with charge shot rewards you with more invincibility.
Yeah. Oh, jeez! You saw the Buzz's face?
That pin is right.
But yeah, that was a really good. That was a really good pin
Run that back
by
real quick.
Cosmos.
All right, on the platform. What did he let go of it?
He
No.
pogged. Big pogger. Hitting
The quickest of switch.
Oh,
Here we come, though.
I'm sick.
Oh, the Olimar is
Quickest of
out.
switches, bringing out the Ollie to maybe be the cleanup man for this set.
I mean, this is ultimate. Honestly, I'm
he
not
doesn't wanna mess
quite
with
sure how
that
this matchup
play.
worked in Smash
That was a
4
little
since
bit
I
too
didn't
hard
play this
fought.
game. But traditionally
Think
speaking, I
Olimar's
feel like
play
sword
will
fighters do
not
like
be.
at least
We thought
fine
Rosalina
against
was doing
Olimar.
much better than the,
Ooh.
Might not be. We thought the Rosalina was doing much better
Yep.
than the
The bus
Olimar before.
catching that
Let's see how it
jump.
functions in this matchup. See how it
Yeah.
functions in
So
this
when you
matchup.
play against Olimar and or Alf, and they throw Pikmins at you and they are like attached to your body, it's very important to not be too obvious with trying to get rid of them right away. It's something I noticed I did wrong when I played against the bus the first time, especially is when a white Pikmin was stuck on me, that I was trying to get rid of it right away and kind of like drifting away and giving the bus free stage control. So it's like, of course you want to get rid of them, but if you always retreat right away, it's basically telling the bus that, oh, I can get stage control and possibly even punish you after you use your move to get rid of the Pikmin. So sometimes it can actually be good to like run towards the Olimar and like attack instead, because they expect you to like move away from them and attack right away to get rid of the Pikmin.
Alright, hold on now.
So yeah, that's also a reason like we could see Cosmos, he
Olimar
jumped off the
before.
level
Had to see how it
just to like
functions
make
in this
sure that the
matchup.
bus is not punishing him.
Alright, hold on now. I don't really know too much about this matchup because again, there's not a lot of Corrin players out here.
No.
So, you know, the matchup is different from what it was in 4. So you can't just be like, all right, in 4 this happened, right? Oh, okay, good,
Yeah,
good
oof.
tech right there, gets right back onto the stage.
Yeah, the
I
bus
think
has
I read
been
something on the, subreddit
fairly
that
good with the
Corrin is
two
actually the
frames
least played
so far.
character in Ultimate tournaments, like period.
I could see that.
It's honestly just not too much of a surprise. I mean,
Yeah.
at least now. It's honestly just not too much of a surprise. I mean,
Yeah.
at least
Yeah,
now.
we've seen quite a few
Honestly, just not too much of
quite a few
surprise.
air dodges
Yeah.
from the bus and like disadvantage. So
least
I
now.
would expect to see Cosmos
You have to think
to,
about, like, a lot of people just
you
kind of
know,
wait for top players to say whatever it is about
pay
the character.
attention to
And-
that.
And like, soon as this game came out,
Ooh, that was
other
good.
people just
That
kinda
was
wait for
good.
top players to say whatever it is about the character.
That's
So,
true.
And like, soon as this game came out, damn, nice back air right there. I mean,
Honestly, if you're gonna edgeguard the bus is Olimar, this is probably the way to do it before he like starts the up B. Because once he is the up B out and he gets to like do his drifts and stuff, it's actually quite hard to hit the bus in those scenarios. So I like that from Cosmos, that he was like going for the edge guard before the up B even
as soon as this game
started.
came out, damn, nice back air right there. I mean, you gotta call it what it is, nice back air. But a lot of people came through and they were like, yeah, Corrin's really just not that great anymore. And I mean, it's true back here. But a lot of people came through and they were like, yeah, Corrin's really just not that great anymore. And I mean,
Yeah.
it is. Nice
That
back here.
sequence,
But
also
a lot
good
of people came
awareness
through and they were
from
like,
Cosmos.
Yeah, Corrin's really just not. I mean,
Like,
you gotta call it what it is. Nice back here. But a lot of people came through. and
yeah,
they were
delaying, like waiting a little bit with aerial,
yeah,
the whistle
Corrin's
didn't
really
work
not that
out,
great anymore.
and
And
then once the bus actually got the whistle, like through his move, he immediately recognized, Cosmos immediately recognized
I
the
mean, it's
shield,
true.
and then got
But
the
for
grab
any
too.
of the Corrin mains, I know there's
I
more
wish
Corrin
Corrin
main
got
characters
something
who
from
still
grab.
popping off with
That's
her,
actually
with
quite
her
sad that you
Yao
never
Yao
get
97
anything
today,
from
who,
grab.
You know, regardless.
I mean, the fact, like,
Yeah.
excuse me, the Cosmos right now, he's just using Corrin's length.
Yeah.
Like that's all this is. He's just using her length.
Yeah. Well, you know, got that reach, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Ooh, yeah, he tried. He tried
That reach,
to punish regular stand-up. He
Anyway.
was a little bit too early.
My man Bob out here, the extends. All right.
I wish I could whistle.
But you can't whistle,
Oh,
bro.
there we go.
Ooh, he still got that grab.
I wish I could whistle.
But you can't
Yeah,
whistle.
to be
Extends.
fair,
All
that
right.
was like...
I wish I could whistle.
Cosmos was like so... Like, see, he's pretty much like behind Olimar. So actually, I'm
But you
actually
can't
quite
whistle. There we
happy
go. A boom.
he got grabbed.
You can't whistle?
No, I can't
You
whistle.
should
do
get
that. All
grabbed
right,
for
put that
that
in the
type of
Tony notes.
like
All right, there it is.
misspacing.
Fourth match coming through from
I want to
Mouth.
thank you personally for not being like, it's easy. I
nah.
can't do it, bro.
Match coming through from
I want to
Mouth.
thank you personally for not being like, it's easy.
Ooh, that up
Fourth
smash
match
to
coming through
beat
from
out the jump.
Thank you
Has
personally for not
massive
being like,
damage.
It's easy. I
nah.
can't do it, bro.
Actually,
I can't
okay.
do
It didn't
that's
turn out
so
to be
defensive
massive.
as well.
I thought it was going to be
No,
at least
yeah, I
one more
can't
up
do it.
here.
Let's get it. All right.
Yeah, well, also whistling is just that's a very annoying trait to have. I don't. When people are whistling around me for no reason, I'm like, can you stop, please? That's not a pleasant sound. Anyway,
Yeah.
back air gonna find his mark.
I forgot you have a Coney notes. You actually,
I
I
have
forgot about
Coney
that
notes.
on the
I have Coney
All right,
notes.
anyway, sorry. We have to go back to that. All right, 80% here for Cosmos. Ooh, good back air again. The Buzz struggling to get back to the stage. Throws
Yeah.
For Cosmos. Ooh, good
Going
back
in a
air
little bit
again.
deep with
Buzz
that.
Struggling to get
Yeah.
back 50%
He
here
predicted
for
the bus.
Ooh,
Cosmos
good back
predicted
air
the bus to
again.
go lower. But yeah, that was a very
here for Cosmos. Ooh, good
that was a
back air
very, what do you
again.
say? Optimistic like backer. Because in this scenario, when Cosmos low the first backer, he only has one more jump, right? So in this scenario, the Cosmos can't really get higher than like this ish, right? So someone that recovers can easily know that area is hard to actually like get to quickly. Or maybe not like get to this area quickly, but like you can't really like cover above this area. So the bus is going like super high. It pretty much guarantees that he will not directly die. Of course, Cosmos could have jumped back to the stage and then tried to like get something in. But going up here for the bus, it basically means that I'm not gonna die right away. So worst case scenario, will have to like get out of this advantage later. But I don't risk dying based on like a quick read just like that.
Struggling to get back to the stage, throws all Pikmin on stage so he gets real fast
Man,
with that
Ooh.
upbeat.
Dude, I'm loving the pressure from Cosmos.
Yes.
The Buzz even.
So he gets good back air again. The Buzz struggling to get back to the stage, throws all Pikmin on stage so he gets real fast
Man,
with that upbeat.
Dude, I'm loving the pressure from Cosmos.
Yes.
The Buzz even just goes anywhere remotely off the stage, and he is on his cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so the buzz.
Cosmos getting quite a bit of mileage from like falling nairs.
Corn at that. I wonder how long he's been like keeping this in the
It
pocket.
feels
I'm sure
like the
he
bus
probably
is
played a little
not
bit on stream. I haven't really watched
respecting the
on
falling
stream,
nairs
but
enough.
We've always known him to just be
Might
like,
be
straight
like
up, I'm
it's just
England
been a
all day,
long
every
time
day.
since he
Last
played the
time I saw him
matchup.
pull out Corrin,
I
it
imagine,
seemed like it
since
was
Corrin
like
is like
resigning himself to defeat. I mean,
barely
it's been a while,
exist
to
in
be
this
fair,
game,
so, yeah,
besides
it's pretty
this
clear
set,
he's been
I
putting in
guess.
some work behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and it is certainly paying off.
Yeah. 130.
Hey,
Yeah, it's like I was actually about to say that in the interaction earlier. So when you play against Olimar, right? It's very important to keep track of the order since each Pikmin has like different like properties, or like maybe not that's the right word, but like they all have like their unique strength, right? And the blue one means grab is very, very strong. And every Olimar I've seen, when they have blue in front, they actually spam grab. So as soon as a good Olimar player has the blue one in front, just expect grab. I feel like a lot of them don't even try to mix it up any longer. It's like, oh, the reward is so good, so I'm just gonna do it. So I'm happy to see that Cosmos was just fully ready, and even like he confidently rolled in. Like if the bus read that, he was gonna be dead, but he was like, no, I'm just gonna roll in. I know this grab is coming.
And it's really matching up well, not only against the Rosalina, but you're seeing it against the Olimar as well. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, that Pikmin got it. I was for sure that he was out. Okay,
Yeah.
That Pikmin got it.
Yeah, as Corrin, as we can see here from Cosmos, you can see he used backer. So that like backer like push when you do the move, it can be used to like recover as well. Very important.
For sure that he was out. He's
But yeah,
still
the boss
living.
doing a good job with the down airs, and yeah. Then purples off stage, really good, since it like knocks you over.
Still alive?
Okay, now
there you go.
I was for sure that he was like on the left side when he went for DeBuzz came up with an up air. I thought he was just going to straight trying to down air him for the KO. Like you had a whole stock to work with. You already had a pretty high percent. You know you're going to lose it eventually. Oh,
Wait,
okay, we out.
Okay. I
Wait,
thought he
no.
The mix-up.
Okay, these type of like
The KO. Like you had a whole stock to work with. You already had a pretty high percent. You know you're going to lose it
stuff
eventually.
like that actually, like, and in before someone's like, oh you mean inkling. These type of air dodges, like, how are you not dead? The boss 100% deserved to die from this. He made like a big error, and it's like, oh,
Okay. I thought he
I'm still making it back, and it's like so hard to do anything about it. That actually pisses me off. That pisses me off.
You know you're going to lose it eventually.
Come on, Sakurai.
Oh,
Wait,
okay, we out.
How are you not dead?
And
And I know some people will say, well, this character would have died from it.
Okay, we out.
Okay.
Point
I
is,
thought he-
every
Jokes.
character should die from the mistake like that.
Maximum juice.
That makes me up.
Yeah,
Actually
I
makes me
definitely thought he was going
mad.
to the right.
Yeah. 2 up airs. You got 2 whites and a yellow.
Ooh, okay, here we
Guy
go.
walks into a
It's honestly horrible design. It's horrible design. Like, you make such a massive, like, look at this again. Look at it again.
You know you're going to lose it eventually.
Like, you're below the ledge and you do a directional air dodge and you still make it back. No one could ever convince me that this is like fine or decent design even. This is straight up trash design. Trash design.
Oh,
Wait,
okay, we out.
Okay. I
Wait,
thought he
whoa,
like upbeat.
jokes.
The mix-ups.
I'm so mad.
Maximum juice.
That makes me up.
Yeah, I definitely thought he was going to the right.
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't even feel good when
Yeah,
you're the
two
one
whites and a
making
yellow.
it back. I feel like,
2 up airs.
yeah, I just feel mad. Even if I'm the one making it back from that, I'm like
Walks
mad.
into a bar.
It's just beyond garbage. Alright, I'll try to drop it.
2 up airs. You got 2 whites and a yellow.
Ooh, okay, here we
Guy
go.
walks into a bar.
87 here on the buzz. Gonna throw both of them out. He's got to pick some.
Yeah, that's also such a common like thing for Olimars to do. Like after up E, like when they do their up E and they like get out of the up E, they always do this type of nair. So I'm happy Cosmos was like recognizing the
He's got
drift,
to pick some though.
and then got the pin.
Okay.
Okay, didn't kill though. Didn't kill.
Got some time, though. Wait
Close,
for the
but
back
not
air.
quite
gonna
enough.
Find it yet. I like that pin just in case. Oh my! Back air. not
Yeah,
gonna
also
find
this
it.
pin, like he tried to
Yeah, I
2-frame
like
with
that
this.
pin just in
Didn't
case.
quite get it.
Oh my! I thought he was there. No pick.
Oh really? Damn, the boss had he had
my
like one Pikmin, and he was like looking in the direction, so the Pikmin was like going in that direction.
No Pikmin on the left side. Oh.
That's tragic.
Yes.
Don't think it would have gotten the KO anyway, but still.
Oh my God! No!
Kick.
Yeah, it's still not enough.
Don't think it would have gotten the KO anyway, but still.
Oh my God! No!
Kick.
Still. The Buzz not willing to relinquish this stock yet.
Oh yeah, I was like, the boss, you can't go there.
Not willing to relinquish this stock yet.
Yeah, the boss, he probably thought that like Cosmos was like gonna go to ledge or something, or maybe he thought that he has to go for the ledge. So that was like very good recognition by Cosmos. So like just
Upbeat, yo!
yeah.
Young
I got
That's very
the
good.
buzz went low. The back air would have hit. The buzz went. My man hit him with the frog splash, bro.
What if the one?
Yeah, it is actually like
It's still a sword, man.
So what?
It's still a sword.
No, that's true.
Swords do decent, pretty decent.
yeah,
things,
it is true.
well,
It is
at least
ultimate
on
in a
paper, they do
nutshell.
pretty decent.
Like
We were
Sakurai wants to hold your hand so badly to make it back to the stage that even if you directional air dodge below the ledge, or roughly at the same height as the ledge, many characters still make it back. Like, not that many, but it's still like no character should make it back from that.
Here in losers quarters of this tournament, both of them trying to make it to loser
All right,
semis.
back to
At
the
least fourth
Rosa.
place.
Wow, the fact that Cosmos, I mean, it's not even the fact that he's you know, faded the 3-0 and
Yeah.
kind of on the verge of creating this backdoor 3-0 for himself. It's the
Yeah.
fact that he's doing it with Corn. Like,
Already at the start of this match, we see more of the backers again. We didn't see them as much against Olimar, but see them a lot against Rosa.
But I guess you could say the same thing about the Buzz and how he's been able to.
Feels like the
maximize
Buzz is starting off this
those
match a bit more aggressive
last
now as
couple of
well.
months. So sometimes you just gotta
Maybe
go
it's like one
back
of
to
these,
where it
like,
all
oh, I'm
began.
about to
Mine also
lose.
avoid going back to Sheik. It's almost like a renaissance.
Yeah.
You know, people revisiting
Most of the time
old
when people,
characters
like,
that maybe they wrote off too quickly.
are shook,
Only a year
they
into
like
the
start
game's
playing even more
lifespan, so
defensive, but sometimes you see
plenty of
people
time to
like
figure it
just throwing
Yeah,
out more
still-
offense
still plenty of
instead.
time for patches too. You know, your character could be.
plenty of time to figure it out.
Yeah, and still plenty of time for
Ah.
patches too.
And so
Cosmos went
plenty of
for
time to
neutral
figure it out.
neutral getup,
Yeah, still
possibly
plenty
getup
of time
attack
for,
too,
for
but
patches,
like,
too.
yeah.
You know, your character could be getting
Didn't
better
quite
and
get
better.
the read
Yeah,
there.
These are definitely some underplayed characters between Sheik and Corn. So Sakurai might be looking like, you know what, I want to see these characters
Yeah.
back in rotation. All depends. But as of right now, we're into game 5.
Nah, yeah, it was barely not enough. He needed one more hit on Luma.
Oh, whoa, that was not the kick that he wanted. Between our competitors right now, 92 to 89%, looking pretty decent. For
Yeah.
game 5, pretty even game between our
Cosmos
competitors right
probably
now,
thought he
92 to
could like get
89%,
away with
looking
this,
pretty
but it's
decent.
like it's so much lag on
That
that.
was not the kick that he wanted.
No.
You know, that's one thing that I see Cosmos not do. I don't think he really jumps out of his pin that much. So he's really playing Smash for Corn. Okay.
I like that back air. It's so good because it pushes you back even if it gets shielded. So safe. And DeBuzz doesn't even want to mess with it. Goes right to the stage. Double up smash. Going to use that pin.
It feels
And
sad to
DeBuzz
say,
doesn't even
but
wanna
I almost
mess
feel
with it.
like
Goes right
I
to the
almost feel
stage.
like Cosmos is
Double up
going for a
smash,
little
gonna
bit
use
too
that
many
pin,
edge
and I like
guards.
the fact that that kicks the Luma kind of separates.
I mean, he has gotten some high rewards from it a few times, but
Nice try.
it feels like he probably should
You
ledge
heard
trap a
audible
bit more.
noise from the crowd as that miss. Just ooh, close.
Yeah.
We're going all the way out, but not getting the KO.
That's
That
yeah.
miss, just ooh, close.
Yeah.
Cosmos
We're going
could
all
have
the way
done
up,
this
but
one
not getting
better
the KO.
for sure.
From the crowd as that miss, just ooh, close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
Going all the
super
way up,
easy
but
to
not-
punish this, but many times, like he does drop pretty low though. So it was like,
KO.
yeah, he could have delayed it a little bit, but I mean, like it's hard. It's hard to like always get it. Rosa's up B is like not super fast, but still quite fast.
Is that twice? Yeah, but he can't get him.
Oh, Cosmos is staying on him though. Like even through all these.
Ooh.
Is that twice? Yeah, but he can't get him.
Oh, Cosmos is staying on him though. Like even
Yeah.
Is that twice? Yeah, but he can't get him.
So in this scenario, like as we saw like in the first match against Rosa, we saw Cosmos trying to like jump over Luma and get the punish. So and he actually got one of the kills in the first match we went over, like doing this exact thing. We're like jumping over Luma, going for pin. But the Buzz barely gets the shield up in time, and boom, that's a stock.
Yeah, with that pin right there, he didn't even hit the ground, so you know he was getting a little wild on that one. Okay, and we see the standard get up here for the Buzz, but at 124, I think he's susceptible to anything on the side. Oh, there it is, just enough. I'd say anything near the sides of the stage will probably get him KO'd, and that kick off the pin will find it.
Yeah.
Sides of the stage will probably get him KO'd, and that kick off the pin will find it.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right,
Sides of the
I like
stage will
that.
probably
I
get him
like
KO'd,
that.
and kick off the pin will find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Of the stage will probably get him KO'd, and
that's good.
kick
So since we talked about earlier how
off
the
the
Buzz
pin.
do a lot of like early aerials to like try to beat out Cosmos aerials, but Rosa actually goes so high up that Cosmos could just like sneak underneath
Yeah.
and then get a punish.
And that down throw
I like
is
that.
deleting that Luma. So good stuff for Cosmos going for that. No combo off that. I don't really think Corn has combo throws anyway, so it's good for him to be going for down throw just to go ahead and make sure that Luma gets out of here.
that clean space.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
does
the Buzz
good
loves
there.
to do that up
Clean
air.
spacing?
It's like
Yeah.
always worth it to shield against him in these type of scenarios. He like pretty much never goes like straight for the ledge with these type of jumps. The Buzz always do the up air.
Yeah, he knows what the Buzz is going to do. You can see him shielding. Not shielding before and not after. Just exactly when that up air is coming out. Standing at that exact perfect range.
Oh my god, I love. Like
His
you're just
pressure
getting
is so good.
You're just getting taxed for trying to return.
Yeah.
Like that's all that's happening.
Ah.
Taxed for trying to return.
Yes, he like I mean Cosmos has gotten like a lot of reward, like low reward but still reward with the up airs. I love the fact that this was like the first, this is the first air dodge, because we see a few seconds like before, like here, he fails to punish the air dodge, and then here at 84, he 100% like calls the air dodge, and he's like, get here, Rosa. Come on. Yeah, that's like a high reward air dodge read, because that move kills so early. Like, look, 84, and he's like, deleted. The thing also I like with this is that the Cosmos played like 3 games, and this is the first time he went for it. So it was like, maybe he was like purposely saving it for an important moment. Because also, like, when he did this neutral B, it's not that he killed the boss at like 150. He actually gets him at like an early percentage. So it's like extra high reward. Like, sometimes, like, a lot of people don't understand this concept, but sometimes saving punishes for later in the set is very important. I myself done this many times in tournament sets. Even sometimes in games where I'm like, you know, if I'm losing big, even falling for the same things on purpose to like save the mix-ups for later. I know when I played Hungerbox at EVO 2018, and I was down a lot in game 1, and I'd recognize like mid-match, or maybe not at mid-match, but like a bit later than mid-match, that I was falling for the same things I have told myself and prepared for, and I was like, why do I fall for these things? Like, I literally did, you know, prepare for these situations, but then game 1 was so bad that I was like, I might as well fall for, you know, 1 or 2 of these things on purpose again, so I can like condition for, you know, the future games that, you know, I mix it up when I need to win the neutral exchange. So sometimes it can even be worth to lose a neutral exchange on purpose if the like deficit is too big. Like, what I'm saying is like also that, of course, it's never possible to make it back, like make a comeback in a match, but you also need to play the odds. And it's like, is it worth it to go for this 0.1% comeback? Or is it worth it to like condition your opponent for future matches where you both are like 4-4 stocks, right? So I think stuff like that is like underrated, and a lot of people have never even probably thought about this concept of like, you know, literally falling for things on purpose to condition people in future matches.
Right there, man. I'm taking a bite out of crime, so let's get it.
He cashed it in. He cashed it in. We talked about it.
One more stop.
We talked about the fact that if you find a habit in your opponent, if you find something, you can just capitalize on the fact that if you find a habit in your opponent, if you find something, you can just capitalize on the best time. And Cosmos finally cashing in that air dodge habit the Buzz has, stunning him and taking that stock out immediately. Cosmos in the driver's seat to go further on in this tournament.
I would have liked to see him go for Luma there. He did have the opportunity. I just feel like he was a little bit too afraid to delay his move. Oh, get parried by the Buzz.
Still getting the damage here, 26%. He's got to get a little extra damage if he wants
oh, okay. Quite a few, like, really early directional air dodges. Why did that Buzz try to keep grab that? I mean, like, the shield grab habit, like, shield grab is just so bad in this game. But, like, I mean, a lot of people shield grab still in many scenarios. Like, oh, I probably can, and then you can't. But, like, this move, like, the backer drifts away even so much.
Yeah. From out of nowhere, you want to make sure you get as much damage as possible. 26 is not going to be a comfortable lead.
Not at all. All right. So he gets back down to the ground, staying under the platform, getting that center stage.
Oh, yeah, the dash attack gets rid of Luma. I mean, he had pretty high damage, so it's like, is it really worth it? Like, Luma's about to be back now. Okay, he gets stop smash.
And the Buzz has answered back. Yeah. It's easy to forget how much of a deficit he was at only.
Yep, and Luma is gone again.
now he's fighting
That's like
at
I think
only
sometimes people don't pay
1
attention
back.
to as
Yeah,
well.
see?
Like if you play too defensive with Rosa and you stay close to the corner, it's like you have a higher chance of like losing Luma, because
Easy to forget
like
how much of a deficit he was
this type of backer, if they were center stage, Luma would not have gone off the level.
at only
So if
maybe,
you're cornered,
you know, a
it's like
minute
extra
and a
bad
half
for
ago.
Rosa.
And now he's fighting all the way back even without Luma. Almost has evened this all the way up. Cosmos with weird
The
things
buzz
he's
is still
doing,
like
those
not
dash attacks
catching
without
like any of
Luma
these
almost has
like
evened
air
this all the way
dodges.
up. Cosmos with weird things he's doing, those dash attacks, that air dodge in. Cosmos might be a little bit shaky here.
Yeah, I'm definitely not. I feel like I'm definitely not feeling
Yep.
dash attacks right.
Cosmos
Again,
might be a little
getting
bit
rid of
shaky
Luma
here.
quickly,
Yeah, I'm definitely
knowing
not,
the
I feel like I'm
setup.
definitely not feeling dash attacks
The boss
right
tries
here.
to whiff punish
be a little
and
bit
he gets
shaky here.
punished.
Yeah, I'm definitely not. I feel like I'm definitely not feeling dash attacks right here from Cosmos. However, I like the kick into the down smash to make sure that Luma is gone.
But I feel like so many times in this game, you just like have to accept that when even if you think people can't spot dodge in time, they almost always can. So it's just like you have to accept it many times. It's like, oh, I can punish? It's like, no, spot dodge comes out. You have to play that like mix-up war so much. It's like one of the reasons I feel like a lot of people struggle against Meister at the moment is that Game Watch is like one of the masters of getting to play this spot dodge mix-up war. And it's like even when like every piece of your body is like, all right, I can punish this. You sure as hell can't. And you have to accept that the mix-up spot dodge war is still there. And it's like, it's so like, I'm not sure what the right word for it is, but it's like every part of you feel like I should be able to punish this, but you can't. So it's like not, it doesn't feel natural whatsoever to play the spot dodge mix-up war sometimes. But it's like, it really looks like this should be a punish, but the game is not designed that way.
Not feeling dash attacks right here from Cosmos. However, I like the kick into the down smash to make sure that Luma is gone. Get some good damage here off the down throw as well.
I do get the psychology behind it. Like, again, you're just trying to keep that pressure on, but
Right.
there are other ways to maybe go about it that hasn't served you well these
Safer.
last 2 or 3 attempts. So you kind of got to get a little more creative with it. So despite all that, still the buzz in triple digits, 113, and the right timed pin could do him in.
He put himself in an awful position when
With
he
that
jumped
kick.
for it. He could have jumped, like
Yeah.
you said. Now that you can jump out of it, I'm surprised he went for that. The buzz might have been able
Ooh,
to take a little bit more.
predicted
but he
a jump
definitely
from
got
ledge.
There's the back air. Surprised he went for that. The buzz might have been able to take a little bit more. But he
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
got a
he
lot of
sneaks
jump out of
underneath.
it. Surprised
That was
he
good
went
by
for that.
Cosmos.
The buzz might have been able to take
Recognize the full hop, reads the
a little bit more,
drift,
but he definitely got a
gets underneath,
lot of
back air,
the back air.
and that's it.
The Corrin did it.
Yeah, the reverse 3-0 from Cosmos. Good shit, Cosmos. Good shit. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this set review. I hope all of you guys learned something from it. It was cool to see the Corrin be back, even though it was maybe just for a set. I mean, like, we're probably going to see, like, Cosmos play Corrin at some more point in the future, especially since the reverse 3-0 happened here. But yeah, it was interesting to watch for sure.